Hi everyone, so here's the July guidance for us all. Um, so the feeling looks like you may start the month feeling kind of worn out, exhausted. You may feel as if you're like chasing your tail and nothing's ever going to change. But as you get further into the month, as we get to the end of the month, maybe as we get sort of like into the end of kind of July, maybe going into sort of like the Leo season, you may start to feel a bit more energized and you may start to feel as if things will start working in your favor. But one of the cards that has come out is the card of the big picture. So you have to really, really think about the bigger picture at the moment, and keep that clear in your mind, even if you're unsure about how things are gonna materialize, because this to me feels like it's very much like a time of inner work, inner truths, and inner faith. So just hold on to sort of like a goal, a dream, because it's really important, because some opportunities will come your way. But I definitely feel as if like some of you may be in a cycle and you may feel like it's just going round and around and around, and you've tried this and tried that and nothing's happening and nothing's changing. But I'm thinking, how the hell are things going to sort of like work for me? But then all of a sudden there is a shift, there is a change. But what I am drawn with the five, you've got to take away your fears and let go of your fears now, and your lack of belief. It's a real strong time to really believe in what you really desire. you know the end card, which I love, is very much like a very homely and feeling kind of secure and money and everything. So that's quite a lovely card to end on. These cards feel very much stronger than just like a month. They feel as if they might stretch further on, and so the energy of this will probably stretch on right through into autumn time. But look what we've got here: heighten your vitality. Heighten your vitality is your energy, your body, but also your belief. Look at the card, how she's just focusing on what she desires, and the healing energy is making it materialize. So it's really hard, because we've also got the chitter chatter of the Page of Swords around us, the Seven of Swords going down the same old path, thinking about the same old things, listening to the same old nonsense. You really, really, really need to break free and let go of something now, and stop listening to things that really don't enhance you or make you feel good. Time also as well, with the bigger picture, I feel, is to think about your life, what you want. This is your life. It's really important. Look how it's nurturing. Very healing cards these are, and very spiritual. If you're being too practical, listening to practical things, you're going to get sort of like something that's going to waken you up, and you're going to think, God, why didn't I just follow my own path, in a sense, really. But kind of also quite a romantic time as well could be around some people. Might not be necessarily so clear cut. Maybe you meet someone that lives in a different area, can't see them all the time, or maybe with this card as well, with this one, I feel is if some of you need to be really honest about where you are in your relationships. Not just kind of sort of like with love, could also be friends and stuff like that. It's time to clear out the old, I feel. So this feels like it's a bit of a different month. I feel like the first few weeks, are a bit not exactly great. But I think as we progress forward, I think they start to shift, they start to change, and I think things start to move forward. But you are being called now to think about the bigger picture of your life, who you are, what you desire, and where you're going now. And you need to put some energy into yourself. Focus on yourself. So all of you out there that are always giving and giving and giving, and never really, really get some time to yourself, it's time for you to put your foot down and start to believe in you as well. I know it's been a bit of a tricky time what's going on there, but it's time to really get back into your life. Also, the Page of Swords to me always represents hot air, a lot of nonsense being sprouted out, and actually some of it makes no sense. So really, really, really be careful what you're listening to. You know, don't listen to everything. You know, your body, your health is really important. So heighten your vitality, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Stop listening to everything that's going on around there, because you're being just taken down a path that's just bringing even more confusement and even taking you to somewhere very uncomfortable. Where if you listen to yourself and trust your own inner guidance, you'll know where you're going. There's a lot of something nice may happen this month, some joy, some fun, some excitement may come your way that really, really enhances you. Some of you may meet new people, new faces, so it's a good time to join new clubs, connect with new people, maybe connect with people that are like-minded and stuff like that. Good time also to release any kind of restriction or resentment or anything that's blocking you as well. So if there's a real sense of like deep down frustration or anger, it's a good time to really, really work on it and release it as well. But what you're aiming for is this kind of sort of like peace of mind, peace of soul, and peace of spirit, and just feeling a bit more settled in your world. You know, everyone's very different. Not everyone wants a calm, quiet life. Some people like fast paced. Some people actually like having a lot of dramas in their life, you know, and enjoy the chaos. I mean, if that's who you are, then that's fine, you know. But it's time for you to really, really see where you're going and how your life is progressing forward, because there is very much with these cards a feeling of one step forward, two steps back, one step forward, two steps back. But I feel also, if some of you have been putting in a lot of hard work, a lot of commitment, and thinking nothing's coming my way, nothing's changing, I feel like the wind will slowly blow in your direction and things may start moving forward as well. But definitely think out the box, really. But go with your heart. If you're doing something that you're really passionate about and you think, God, this is really not going anywhere, don't give up on it as well, really. Think out the box. Don't let anyone else put you off, you know. Don't let anyone sort of like put you off your own course, even if that's yourself. Clear your mind, clear your thoughts. And as you get further into the month, there's a different energy coming around you. A sense of you back, really. Some of you, you know, because there's been a lot going on, are going to find your back, you know, and you're going to see how the pathway you've been on recently has taken maybe confidence, fear, and stuff like that. You know, the fear is overridden, you know, your usual courageous self, or whatever it is actually, but you're going to start to feel like you're back to yourself. And with this card, make sure you honor it. Don't go back into any fear. You know, you can't now keep living in fear, because you're just going to get yourself more way down and more way down and more way down, and it's not a good time. So we've got a new cycle coming up for you, going into a new phase. Remember now, you need to step into it. Don't stick to the old ways of doing things as well. So listen, you know, what you need to do is trust your own understanding, trust your own intuition, and that's your first steps, really. Trust in your intuition. Sit quietly, switch off, and ask yourself, okay, what do I need to do? Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? You know, I always feel with this card, don't listen to everything you're hearing. It's just a lot of hot air. It really is, actually. And if you can see it as well, actually, it's the page. It's like a impulsive someone that really is just sprouting off nonsense and doesn't really know what they're talking about. So there's a lot of that going on in the world these days. But you have to listen to your own intuition and your own. Some of you may kind of sort of like love listening to the news, enjoy listening to the news and absorb everything from the news. That's fine, you know, but some of you may be actually found that listening and keep listening to things, it's really affected your health, and then you need to stop as well, actually, because I'll tell you something with this card, not all you're hearing is not all the truth. It's definitely not all the truth. And I feel like with this card as well, because not at the moment, because it's all unclear, but I definitely feel like some truths will be unveiled as time goes on as well. But anyway, and whatever you believe in and wherever you are in your life at the moment, it is about the bigger picture. It is about what brings you happiness, and it is kind of sort of like the spirituality, the nicer things in life, the things that bring you joy, the things that bring you happiness needs to come in, you know. You could want, maybe some of you want to go and move abroad and emigrate, you know, then really focus on it. You might just want to go and get your garden done, you know, whatever it is, whether it's big or small, focus on something now that you've been really, that you've put off, you know, and stuff like that. So you're going into very much a deeper phase, but I will say, you do need people around you. You do need connections. A romantic card for those of you who are single. When I connect into partnerships, I feel like I get this one with this card. So I want you to make sure that, you know, you're not just with someone just because you don't want to be on your own. And if there's any issues that need to be brought up and cleared, my advice for you is to try to do it, because they will come back, and sometimes they come back thicker, faster and heavier. So really it's a sorting out time, but as we get close, but then when you sort things out and when you put yourself first, when you think about your desires, when you listen to your own instincts, when you go with the flow, when you really are connected to sort of like your own heart, your own understanding, things follow around with you as well. Don't keep taking yourself down the same path, because each time you go down it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and you'll get more depressed and more down or blue. So it's time to let go of all the restrictions now and follow your inner guidance. Follow your truth. You know, if you sit down, you know. If you sit down, open your mind. This is a month to open your mind again. And really, really, I mean, everyone's had a bit of a tricky time, and I suppose it's really hard to connect into your intuition, your guidance, when it's been a bit of a crazy old time. But now it's time to get back in, and when you really, really listen, you will hear the right way for you. You will feel it, you will sense it, you will hear it. Also, as well, actually, this is a good time for some of you maybe thinking about the past, family members in the past, thinking about people in spirit. But I think if you've lost someone, this month, going into the next few months, may bring signs, connection, a message from them. So be open-minded, you know. This card to me always feels like the veil between the living and the past. The ones that are past are still strong, you know what I mean? So keep your energy. Keep your mind clear on it, and be open to signs that come your way. Also, this is a good time to heighten your vitality, and it may be through sort of like holistic ways. It may be through like Reiki healing, it may be through massage, it may be through a tonic, it may be through reflexology. Whatever it is, the holistic approach to boosting up your energy and vitality is really important. So if you're feeling a bit kind of then check out your vitamins, check out what you need to take. Maybe go and see a holistic practitioner, whether it's a Reiki healer, or like I say, anything that can really stimulate and boost your body up will be really, really good around. Even if it's just drinking more water, even if it's just sitting out in the fresh air and connecting to your inner guidance as well. So this month is a good one to have a notepad, to sit quietly by yourself somewhere, preferably out in nature, and just say, okay, what guidance do I need to take? What guidance do I need? And just see what comes. You may not have done this before, but it might be a good thing for you to do. The month starts off a bit like of a roll, a bit heavy, but we've had a lot of eclipses, and it calms. And then we go into more of a kind of loving phase, more of a warming phase, and more of a strong phase. I just want you to know that it's a good time to sort things out. Don't bury things under the carpet. If there are things that need to be sorted, things need to be said, do those as well. But if you're definitely in a bit of a strange relationship, whoever it is, it's time to clear the air, because if not, it's coming back round again. So don't leave things kind of left, you know. But if you are ready for love, get ready, because love can come. But these cards are quite strong. When I pick out cards sometimes, because they sometimes do have a feeling as if they could stretch further than just a month. But these are very, very different, and I think we're going into a very, very new phase. All of you that want a new chapter, a new beginning, definitely you're going to find that there's something new coming around you. It won't be the same. So if you're trying to recreate the same, it won't. It will be different, but actually, I guarantee it will be better. Love's coming in, and a real lovely, I think, a new partnership's coming in around some of you as well. But I think what I would say to you, some of you that are in long-term relationships, you still have magic in it. But I just think if there's a problem, an issue that's not that hasn't been healed, I think it's going to come back round. It will keep coming back round until it has, and then one day, it might be the breaking of you. So make sure that you are honest and stuff like that as well. You need to go with the heart. You need to ask yourself, where am I in love? And off you go on your journey with that. So a bit of an interesting one. But I think as the month progresses, I think it feels different, it feels stronger, and I think also it feels a bit more magical, I'd say. But also family, friends and people on the second half of the month will be more important around you as well. So you might want to connect with like-minded people, like-minded folk, or be around friends, be around family. That might be what's coming your way as well. I don't know, I'm randomly getting a dog in my head, so I don't know if some of you have got something to do with a dog, or there's some issue with a dog, or you're going to get a dog, or get a dog in my head as well. And I can see also sort of like people, some of you buying tickets, so to go to places. Feels like train tickets or tickets, so a bit more movement's coming your way, and I think that's a really, really good thing as well. Just don't try to stay on the same path. Step onto something new, brighter, and more magical. And as long as you have in your head what you really desire, then that's the first key for it to materialise. In the bigger picture, just putting healing at the bottom, and an idea. So it's time to really get obsessed by your idea. When I say obsessed, I mean just keep it in your mind, be happy with it, and every time you sit quietly, think about it, keep it alive, and keep it bright, and keep it vibrant, and don't worry about how something's going to happen. Just know in your soul it's going to. So don't give up. Some of you may be feeling, nothing's going my way, it's been a long time coming. But also as well, you've got a card of a cycle. So I would say that once you're out of this cycle you've been in, which has been quite uncomfortable and heavy, it's also changed you. You've grown a lot, and you become a different person.